Williams. Make some noise for y'all. Make some noise. Jesus Christ.
Yes, sis.
Hey, everybody. The correct term is spoken word artist. Because I got a word for y'all. So, hey, everybody. Wow, thanks for showing up. Okay, so I wrote the ink from my pen, and the theme is thinking about what we think about. And yeah, sometimes we just kind of start thinking about what it is that we're thinking about. And I think I need this a little bit. There you go. Okay. I like to be behind because, you know, everywhere is a church. Okay. So, y'all ready? Okay. The ink from my pen. The ink from my pen is going to show us who we really are by showing us that God is bigger than anything we'll ever face. The ink from my pen is going to open up our thinking. It's going to even explain why that dude the other day was winking. God is bigger than any relationship. It's going to pull the sheets off the bed of lies and deception by speaking life, by showing you your true reflection. This ink can be whatever color I like at any given moment or time of need. This ink is special to me because only after the ink dries does it begin to speak out that God is bigger. This ink is saying to us that we are fearfully and wonderfully made in the image of God, our Creator, the past. This ink can't lie. Yes, my brothers and sisters, we were once slaves and broken down to our lowest common denominator, but God is bigger than racism and hatred. But the ink from my pen is here to tell you that you are alive, chosen, set apart to be used by God. So let's begin to dominate by doing what no one else can do like you do. Yes, it's a lot going on, and a lot has happened, and a lot will happen, but God is bigger than a lot going on. Brothers, the ink from my pen is asking you to forget about the past, stand up, be the man by honoring God first, raise your children, and honor your woman. God is bigger than our past. Sisters, the ink from my pen is challenging us to learn how to submit to our husbands only. As head of the home, God is bigger than our desires. Young people, your lives are being written on the canvas of your imagination. Please allow yourselves to be educated based on what God the Father spoke and expects, so you can set the platform for success, young people. Come on now, this government is planning to execute a plan of reestablishing slavery using you, young people. God is bigger than social media and its expectations. The government. Read the Constitution of these United States of America to get an understanding of how you really get away with murder. Read the Federalist Papers, mainly number 51, and see the three-part harmonizing of a plan that never thought to include you or I. God's kingdom way of doing things is bigger than democracy. Read about the abolitionists and see how their plight forced compromising amendments that could never change the original intent of our 1/5 of a human status in society. Entertainment. Read Shakespeare, and you will see the reasoning behind every news broadcast, drama, day and nighttime soap opera, game show, and detective show, and ratchet TV you will ever see on your flat screen TV. What you mean? Oh, so that's why they didn't want us to learn how to read, because although they were feeding us their version of religion, they couldn't keep us from learning to read. And the they that my pen is writing about now are being manipulated and deceived because it doesn't matter the color, financial status, ethnicity, background, or religion. God made us to have interchangeable parts. God is bigger than anything. The pen gets angry and begins to glide across the paper with rage while the ink smears from the tears because of the pains of the past, along with my past failures and mistakes. But God is bigger. But when I lay my pen down and pick up my Bible that King James declared that all should have access to, I see that before the foundation of the world, before Madison, before Jefferson, before Lynch signed his John Hancock on a contract between landowners, aka the Constitution, God had a plan for you and me. And this same God is bigger than the Constitution. Racism, hatred, slavery, murder, he's bigger than our dreams, he's bigger than our desires, he's bigger than our expectations, and any other plan of our true enemy, the devil. Picking up my pen, the ink from my pen, I begin to underline Genesis 1, 2, and 3. Because in Genesis is where it all began, and it shows that someone has been lying to me and you. We were made in the image and likeness of God, who is the creator of all things. My pen paused. My pen sometimes is still mad though. It may be that they didn't want us to succeed in any way, but according to Genesis 1, 2, and 3, we were created to dominate, subdue, and build. But how do I do any of these things I was created to do with so much going on? I told you earlier that God is bigger than a lot going on. My pen stops again and I don't lay it down. Because if I let go of the pen and allow God to lead me, then what? I ask myself, do I truly believe that God is who he says he is and that he cannot lie? Or do I take over the writing processes of my life? My pen and I have two options. One way is minus a firm foundation, and the second is an unknown knowing as the foundation. Do I choose God's way or do I trust this pen to rewrite what God has already written about me? My problem is that I can't choose both. What would you do knowing that God is bigger than any and everything? Thank you. Thank you.
Y'all make some noise from this time. Y'all make some noise for her. Make some noise for her. Make her feel welcome. Jesus Christ, she mean business. Didn't she mean business? She pulled this speaker up there. I said, oh, she fit.